here's your host, Commissioner O.
Welcome to D4L Radio. We are on episode 3, and we have a good one in store. On today's episode, I will be interviewing our 3 pros of the league, Mays, Ant, and Cho. These 3 have put their fair share of time into the sport of football. They're all humble in their own rights and have never used the term Google me as an argument, as they very well could have. And that's exactly what I did. Mays attended and played high school football at Santa Monica High School in Santa Monica, California. Mays was a 2001 All-CIF selection at cornerback as a senior at Santa Monica High School. He also spent some time on offense for the Vikings, catching 7 touchdown passes and also returned 2 kickoffs for scores while helping the Vikings to a CIF championship during his high school career. Mays played college ball at San Diego State from 2003 to 2006, recording 136 tackles, 4 interceptions, and 20 pass breakups in 42 games. Mays also was chosen to play in the Las Vegas All-American Classic in 2007. After going undrafted in the 2007 NFL Draft, Mays signed with the Baltimore Ravens as an undrafted free agent. Soon after, Mays signed with the Los Angeles Avengers of the Arena Football League in 2007. He recorded 83 tackles, 2 interceptions, 13 pass breakups, a forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, and 1 touchdown during his rookie season. Mays was released from his contract when the AFL folded in 2009. Mays was then drafted by the New York Sentinels of the United Football League in the UFL Premier Season Draft. That league also folded in 2012. Soon after, Mays signed with the Saskatchewan Roughriders of the Canadian Football League. Through his first 3 seasons in the CFL, Mays accumulated 106 tackles, 1 quarterback sack, 2 interceptions, and 1 fumble recovery. Mays is known as the D4L GOAT. Since his arrival, he has won multiple Super Bowls in every Madden year. This man is truly unstoppable. Ant attended Jesuit High School in Tampa, Florida, where he would consistently rush for over 100 yards and multiple touchdowns. Ant began his college career at the University of Louisville for the 2006 and the 2007 seasons, where he set a single-game rushing record of 275 yards and 2 touchdowns against Middle Tennessee, a record that still stands today. Ant then transferred to Georgia Tech for the 2009 and the 2010 seasons, where he amassed a total of 1,934 yards rushing and 15 touchdowns in his career at Georgia Tech. Ant ended his college career with a total of 3,036 rushing yards with 33 touchdowns, 401 receiving yards with 5 touchdowns. Ant was drafted in the 7th round of the 2011 NFL Draft by the Baltimore Ravens. While in his time with the Ravens, he won his first Super Bowl ring after the Ravens defeated the San Francisco 49ers in Super Bowl 47. After his stint with the Ravens, he joined the Saskatchewan Roughriders of the Canadian Football League at their training camp. In Ant's first game as a Rough Rider, he rushed for 158 yards on 27 carries with 1 touchdown. Ant went on to be the main running back for the Riders in 2014, carrying the ball almost twice as much as any other player. By the close of the regular season, he had 169 rushing attempts for 930 yards, averaging 5.5 yards a carry. Good enough for second most rushing yards in the league. He also made contributions in the passing game as well, amassing 244 yards on 36 receptions with 3 touchdowns. While Ant doesn't have a D4L Super Bowl, he can brag to his peers as the only one with an NFL Super Bowl ring. Now that's tough. Macho earned All-District, All-Region, All-Metro, All-State, Parade All-American, and U.S. Army All-American honors while playing running back, kick returner, punt returner, and safety at Highland Springs High School in Highland Springs, Virginia. In his junior year, Macho rushed for 2,346 yards and 27 touchdowns and finished his high school career as the Central Region's career leader in rushing yards at that time. Macho was rated the #1 high school football player coming out of Virginia in 2005. Macho started as the Virginia Tech Hokies' #1 cornerback, playing the boundary position. During his junior year, he was a first-team All-CC selection. He had 5 career touchdowns with Virginia Tech, a 72-yard interception return against Cincinnati in 2006, a 100-yard kickoff return against Clemson, an interception return against ECU in 2007, as well as interception returns against Boston College and Duke in 2008. Macho had a total of 15 career interceptions during his career at Virginia Tech. Macho was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in the 5th round of the 2009 NFL Draft. He opened the 2009 NFL regular season as the starting free safety, beating out Quentin Demps for the job. Macho also spent time with the Washington Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers before signing with the Saskatchewan Roughriders of the Canadian Football League in 2012. In 2012, he recorded 7 tackles in 2 games. He saw more playing time in his second season in the CFL, collecting 23 tackles and his first career interception. Macho started 16 of the 18 regular season games at defensive back for the Rough Riders in 2014, posting a career best 61 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 fumble recovery. In Week 14 of the 2015 CFL season, Macho had arguably the greatest game of his CFL career, recording 3 interceptions, including a 50-yard pick six, while also recording 3 tackles in a Rough Rider win over the Alouettes. Macho's 3 interceptions tied a Rough Rider record for the most interceptions in a game. Macho has his fair share of D4L Super Bowls, so he's a force to be reckoned with. Quite a resume for these gentlemen. Without further ado, here's the interview. Hope y'all enjoy.
Good.
I don't think it get no better than this. Do it get better than this? Like, I think I peaked already. So, like, I don't know if I should do another show after this. Like, that's it. These 3 need no introduction. Yeah, these 3 need no introductions. But I'm gonna do it anyway. We got the only person in the league with a NFL Super Bowl ring, and we got a Virginia Tech Hall of Famer, Cho. And we got the greatest D4L player of all time, Maze.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, baby boy?
What's good?
What it do? What's happening?
Nothing much, man. Hey, Cho, your video went out. You
I
straight?
still see Cho.
I'm here.
Okay, all right. That's cool. No worries. I don't see him, but it's all good.
You see me at?
Pleasure to have y'all.
I don't see you. It must be a West Coast thing.
It could be a West Coast thing. I don't know.
I don't see you
But
over here.
it's all good.
I thought you were turning your video off in the introduction.
No,
He's trying to make it fucking instant.
I don't want to mess it up or nothing like that. Try to hold up.
No, I mean you good. I guess it's saying your internet.
All right. Damn.
Yeah, it's saying your internet, but it's all good. That's that Canadian internet.
Nah, because I was on. Can you see me?
Hold on. There we go.
There you
There we
go.
go.
Now,
Hold on. Black screen now. There you go.
I'm back.
Yeah, you back.
I'm back, dog. I'm back.
Maze, you see him? All right, we're good. All right. Hey, pleasure to have y'all on the show. Glad y'all could make time for it. Let's go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna ask y'all questions. All of y'all can answer them. Then I got individual questions for each of y'all, and then I got some questions from the league that they want to ask y'all. All right.
cool.
All right. Let's get it cracking. We can go in any order. So when I ask this question, if you want to just take the lead on it, good. If not, I could go ahead and appoint somebody. All right, let's go. Who was your favorite football players growing up?
I would say Barry Sanders for me.
Yeah,
Barry Sanders introduced me to the game of football. That's the reason why I wanted to play football. So
I used to mess with Barry and Dion. So then, shit, for real, they moved to Peter Ward, even though he was in college. That man, that was them. They put me on.
He was crazy.
Yeah, being from Florida, yep. It was Peter Warwick and Emmitt Smith for me.
Okay.
Emmitt Smith went to the University of Florida. He used to tote that guy.
Okay. For sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, it could have been from any. It could have been pro, could have been college, high school, hell, even little league if somebody. But and that's for all the questions until I specify it.
All right.
What was a favorite? I'm gonna point out. What was a favorite moment in a game you played in? I ask you, Ant. And it's coming back to the rest of y'all. It's coming back to the rest of y'all too.
Favorite moment from a game I played in? Damn. I mean, shit. I mean, of course, I have to say, the Super Bowl. Being on the field, that last play for the kickoff, and then the kickoff return, and then like leading into the celebration of the win. I mean, I gotta say that.
It's the real feeling.
Yeah, that's different, dog. It was my second year in the league. Like that's different, man.
All right, Maze.
I can't even explain the shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna probably have to say that the time in the CFL when I got a pick six to win the game, that had to be it right there.
You talk about Winnipeg, cuz?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Y'all played each other on that one?
No, we played together. We all played together.
Okay.
We was all on the same team on that one.
All right, bet. That had to have been 2014 or 2015?
14. Yeah.
See, I did some research. All right, I did some research. All right, Cho.
I will have to say, I would have to say probably like my high school, one of my high school games, man. I rushed for like 418 yards. I had like 577 total yards and like I want to say like 7 touchdowns, man. I scored in all types of ways, man. Like running the ball, throwing the ball, kickoff return to the crib. Like it was a nuts game, and like.
But you was battling.
Huh?
You was battling against somebody else on the other team. I think it was it Lee Davis?
It was a big game. Like they had a powerful running back too. Like he was putting up crazy numbers. So and it was at homecoming. It was crazy. That was a good game. But like defensively, like, huh?
What was the final score?
No, we got after them, bro. Like they couldn't do nothing with us. Like far as like it was just our homecoming, bro. Like we was on fire, bro. Like they couldn't do nothing with us. And I think we beat them by probably 3 scores though. We got after them. And like defensively, man, I had one of the greatest games defensively. I had 3 picks and a touchdown in one game. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like for a defensive player, that's anybody's dream to come true. Like for real, like, you know what I mean? And that was in the CFL too. So
yeah, I talk about that. Y'all gonna see.
you had 1,000 yards in the game. Hey.
No, I'm saying
that's the type of shit you on, so.
Nah, yeah. I
you know the touchdown, kick it off, make the tackle on the kickoff.
I used to tote that thing, bro. I was special with that rock.
He got crazy. I mean, all right. What's your favorite moment in a game you did not play in? A game you watched? Cho, I'll start with you.
I had to say that 2013. By the way, you got one Super Bowl winner here, and you got 2 Grey Cup winners too. Me and Maze, we won the Grey Cup 2013. That was the same year. Was that the same year? Oh,
that's
not
my thing.
Okay, yeah. So I think that was the greatest moment because it was like, I helped the team. I provided for the team too. Like, so I was part of the team throughout the whole season. Then due to injuries, I couldn't play down the stretch or whatnot. And then I just had to find my role, like as a, just to provide for the team. Cause I always felt like that, like a team player. Ask Maze and Ant, like they know I was always like the hype man. Like I was getting people amped up for practice. I was going wild, like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to find a way to like keep it going, like keep that energy going. Cause I knew why coach brought me in, like, you know what I mean? Like I could ball in that energy. So I was the towel dude. Like I was waving the towels for the Grey Cup game, like getting the crowd like crazy amped, like, you know what I mean? It was just, that was one of the that was the probably like the game that I didn't play that meant the most to me, like, you know what I mean? So
also shit, like it would be say we had a big third down stop. We need this fucking Cho. They got Cho on the jumbo trying to spin in the towel.
Yeah.
Camera out this
getting it up. I was going wild, dog. Yeah, but like, yeah, that was all love, man.
That's what's up. Maze, I asked you.
Let me think about that. You said best moment when I wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
Right. It could have been a game you just watched on TV if you wanted.
Oh shit! I'll probably go back way back. That was probably honestly. I don't know why it just popped in my head, but that VTech with Vic versus
Florida State.
Yes, sir.
Florida State.
That game right there. I don't know why it just popped in my head, but I remember like, yeah, I need that. I need to get to play college football.
That game was crazy. Peter Warwick, Mike Vick,
yeah,
the crazy defense. Oh man, they was crazy.
That's an ACC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Virginia Tech was Big East then, though.
Oh no, it was Big East then. Yeah.
But Florida State was still ACC though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what about you?
For me, probably. I mean, when you said a game I watched, it took me back to like when I was a jit. But I have to say the game I got knocked out. The Denver Broncos game. That was the game Jacoby Jones had that crazy catch where Raheem tried to get it, and they caught it for the touchdown, and then we wound up going to overtime. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Then wound up going to overtime, and they picked off Peyton Manning for us to go to. I think it was the AFC Championship. Yeah, I was on the sideline. That was cold as hell. At that point, it was the coldest game I had been in until Canada. And Canada
this is nothing.
That cold. It was like, bro, what? It was crazy. But anyway, that'd probably be that was the one game I was on the sideline that I didn't play in. And I was like, damn, I just got to witness this shit. Like, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, now that whole playoff run was surreal, man. That was Ray last year too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man.
Ray got hurt that year and came back.
That's that deer antler.
Came back at the end of the season for the playoffs. Yeah. Know about that.
Storybook ending right there.
That boy got right and came back for the last hoopah. But like we weren't even supposed to go to the playoffs that year. We had a losing streak, and then he came out and made that little announcement and like, yeah, man, this is gonna be my last ride. And like we kind of started winning in the right moments and shit. And kind of just like the right people lost for us to get into the playoffs. And then from there, though, it was a wrap. That Broncos game was the best game. It was better than the Super Bowl, dog. Like being able to witness that was crazy.
Yeah, high drama on that one for sure.
It was. I remember that shit.
All right. Your favorite teammate and why? Maze, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with outside like my niggas that's like my friends. I'm say when I was with the Ravens in camp and shit, so it was crazy because when you're getting ready for all that, I always used to do workout, play man. I used to always ride with the Ravens. Next thing I know, I'm out there and this nigga. I don't know if y'all remember the first time y'all got in the meeting room and you in there with them niggas that's like legends and shit. You like, damn, this nigga like 2 seats up. Like this nigga my teammate. Like, Ed Reed or whatever. So yeah, just like being alongside somebody I respected for real. And then so that's how I got to say too.
Okay. And I go with you. Favorite teammate? Why?
Hey, no, you gotta edit out when I like do the
and look,
I tried to do it.
I would try to make a blooper reel off this.
Right,
hey,
as Maze was doing his answer too.
I'm still new to this. I don't know if I can edit video. I can edit the sound.
Oh damn, we screwed. All right, anyway. Best teammate, damn dog. I don't know. What's crazy is like when I was in the NFL, I wasn't as close with my teammates as when I was in the CFL. And I think it was just because like we was the only American dudes in the Canadian city, especially in SAS, because like we was the only black people. We was literally like we had to stick together. Right. So like I think, and I can't even like pick just one person, but like the camaraderie that we had, dog. Like I used to be like I probably know where Cho at right now in his crib. Like I used to go to Cho's crib all the time.
Yeah, shit, usually right down the street from me.
T-Jack. Exactly. Like I used to be with all them boys like all the time, and you can only work for 4 hours in the CFL. So like in the NFL, you'd be in the locker room all day. In the CFL, you only in there for 4 hours, and that's practice, film, everything included.
Dang.
So like the rest of your day is, if you're not working a job, like what I'm saying, some of the dudes that was, but
you was kicking it with the homies.
He was kicking it with the homies. You know what I'm saying? So that I can't even pick a single teammate, but like May said, dog, I play with fucking legends, dog. Like when you go in the locker room and, you know what I'm saying, you be sitting there with them. But as far as like just actually getting to know people and the camaraderie and everything, I definitely have to say that locker room, especially that first year when I was inside. So
That's real.
Nice.
For real.
Yeah, I could tap in on that for sure though. Yeah, because then like shit, like my closest friends now is like, you know what I mean, CFL cats. Like, you know what I'm saying, I play in the same locker room as you, so I could attest to that for sure. But I would have to say like mine's like on a different level. I would have to say D'Angelo Hall, dog. You know what I'm saying, especially when like you gotta understand this dude, man. This dude, like he. It was times like you remember that when he had matchups with T.O. when he was with the Falcons and T.O. was with the Cowboys, they had those matchups and stuff like that. So he locked T.O. down in one game. I'm talking about strap, and I had to play Calvin Johnson like the next week or whatever. You know what I mean? So I call him up like mind you, he left the year before I got there. You know what I'm saying? So like if he would have stayed the same year, I would have been there. We'd have been there together, but. So he didn't even know me. Like he knew of me, but he didn't really know me like that. You know what I mean? But I remember calling him up and I'm like, bro, like how you defend this dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? Give me some tips how to defend this dude. So long story short, like, you know what I'm saying? Like throughout that time, since that point on, like he always looked out for me, bro. Like no matter what. He always fly me to the crib, like, you know what I'm saying? We used to kick it out, work it out, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Like from that professional level on, he tried to show me the ropes, like, you know what I'm saying, took me in, like, you know what I'm saying? And like when I got to play with him with the Redskins, it was just like, damn, like he a superstar in the NFL. You get what I'm saying? And it's like this is also like my brother, like, you know what I'm saying? He looked out for me in so many ways that I'm forever grateful for this cat, you know what I'm saying? But like being in the same room with him and then I'm playing safety and he's right beside me, like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I had to protect him, like, you know what I mean? Like just that different bond or whatever. But that I would say definitely like, you know what I'm saying, D Hall was he was that guy, like, you know what I'm saying, I just respect as a teammate and like as a Hokie brother as well.
Respect. That's dope. That's dope. All right. And I'll start with you. Why did you choose the school you went to?
I put my light on. That shit ain't doing nothing. That
shit gone.
Y'all, HD, I'm all fuzzy, bro. I try to do it on my computer so I can look all, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang. Oh, man. Look like Lee right now.
Oh, man.
Hey, bro, Christmas time is like, man, look, dog, it's always a struggle for your boy.
It's all good. Hey, I feel you, bro.
What's up, though? What's yeah, my bad. I don't.
No, you're good. You're good.
Digress. Let's stay on topic.
Why did you choose the school you went to?
Shit, I went to Louisville first.
I remember that.
I went to Louisville first. I was taking my visits, and I had over 80 offers to play linebacker. But I ain't want to play linebacker, dog. I wanted to score touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? You score touchdowns, you get the hole. You feel me? So, nobody don't know. You can have a 35 tackle game and don't nobody. Good game, bro. Good game. You score 2 touchdowns from 1 yard and win the game. They like, But I wanted to play running back, so I only had a few offers. I only had like 10 offers for running back. And I went to Louisville, and they had this big running back named Michael Bush. He was up for the Heisman and everything, and they was like, this gonna be you. I was like, oh yeah, all right. I was like, all right, but it was in Kentucky, so I took a visit though, and I'm from Florida, so I wanted to go to a Florida school, but all of them offered me a linebacker, everybody. So I was pissed off. But anyway, I went to Kentucky for the visit, and I went to Louisville, and that shit like shocks me, like, because that's the biggest population of Black people is in Louisville, Kentucky, and they get like Louisville lit. Like, I don't know if you've seen first 48, but like that's a bad representation. But still, like Louisville is like it was lit. So I was like, man, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go there. And they had just beat Miami that year too. Did they just beat Miami, or they just lost to Miami that year? I think it was. They was undefeated in Miami. Devin Hester when he did that punt return and beat them in that game. That's what took them out of being in the national championship. So they was coming back the next year. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go there. That's where I went first. I didn't go to Georgia Tech first. I went to Louisville first.
Okay, so that was your decision and behind going to Louisville. All right,
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
We'll get into that Georgia Tech later. Maze, I get with you.
Shit, with me, so I went to San Diego State. I'm from LA. I ain't get recruited by the two big schools out here with SC and UCLA. They wouldn't fuck with me. At the time, shit, I had never even been on a plane, so I wasn't even trying to go nowhere. So I was still scared to fly. I never really been on a plane. And I kind of just handled my recruiting by myself. You know, it's just my mom. She didn't know nothing about it. She was just like, shit, it's your decision. It's your next 4 years. You got it. So I'm kind of going in blind. I had like my SAT scores were good, so I had some Ivy League schools looking at me. I didn't know what they were. I didn't know what they was talking about. I ain't going out there. What they talking about? Like, I ain't going way over there anyway. So coach, the recruiter from San Diego State came up. He was like, look, he's like, just come down for the weekend. You know how I go. They like come down for the weekend or whatever. I went down there and I seen them jerseys. They was Nike. You know, at 18, I'm like, cool. I want to wear Nike. Like, I'm talking about, they got me with it. You can wear whatever number you want. You know, that whole stuff. I committed on the spot. Cool. It's a 2-hour drive from the crib. I'll take it.
Hey, Bokido, I used to play with San Diego State on NCAA because they had them uniforms. Boy.
Yeah, they did have some fire uniforms.
The uniforms 2 hours away from the crib. That was good enough for me.
That's what's up. Cho?
Shoot, man. I for real, like I mean, I could have went different places anyway, but I had like what it was, USC, University of Southern Cal, Michigan, Miami, Virginia Tech, and I think it was UVA, whatever, my official visits. And for real, it came down to Michigan, Miami, Michigan and USC and Virginia Tech. And for real, like I was leaning towards USC going all the way to California, you know what I mean? Playing that over there because they wanted me to be the next Reggie Bush or whatnot. So freaking, you know, the situation with mommy passed around this time of the year, and that just changed everything for real. And like, don't get me wrong, like throughout the years, from after my freshman year to my senior year in high school, you know, so I took my unofficial visits to Virginia Tech, you know what I'm saying, played at camps and stuff like that at high school, whatever. So I was very familiar with them, but the situation with mommy when she left or whatever, it was just a thing where, you know, I felt like I needed to stay closer to home, you know, because, you know, we family of 8, so, you know, I got to stay closer to my brothers and sisters. I got to feel like, you know, just had to stay closer. So, you know what I'm saying, by me being familiar with Virginia Tech and me being kind of close to home, that was a perfect fit for me.
I wanted you to go to Miami so bad. Every time a Miami offer would come in, dog, I'm like, yo, this the one. Throw everything else out. This the one.
I stayed for family. I was talking about, man, I want you to go to Miami.
Get the hell out of here.
Because he wanted to come with me, though. That's the thing. Like, anything with Miami, he wanted to come with me. That's why he wanted me to go for sure.
Hey, you know what I mean? In my previous life, I was born and raised in Florida, dog. Like, Miami specifically.
Yeah, makes
but
sense.
yeah, nah. All right, that's what's up, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and ask, what was the biggest difference between playing in the States and playing in Canada? Nah, scratch that. What was the biggest difference, period, between the States and Canada? You can throw in playing, you can throw in just anything else. Like, what was the biggest difference? What did you have to like adjust to?
I say that waggle from the receivers.
Yeah.
That was adjustment, and then I'll say just the field.
Yeah, you probably.
I'm about to.
What's that? Yeah. Y'all know what that is. Right. We don't know what that is.
So the waggle. I'll go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So you know, down south, only one receiver can move at a time, right? First of all, it's an extra man on the field on the offense. So they got 5 receivers every snap. And all of them can move at once, and 3 of them can be moving towards the line of scrimmage. So
I seen that. It's
so
weird
it's like
shit.
arena ball on a bigger field, like pretty much.
Yeah, it's like they all moving, and then the play starts, and then they
gone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You have a running start into his route. Yeah.
Yeah, so like he got a running start. So that was adjustment. That was adjustment alone right there. And then I would say like the biggest adjustment was like especially being the defensive back, like, bro, you gotta that field is so big, bro. It's so big, and those receivers are running like crazy too. So it's the condition, the field, and the waggle. That's simple.
Yeah, I'll say on the offensive side, you only got 3 downs. So, you know what I'm saying? Running the ball.
It's slim.
Right, it's very slim. So, you basically an extra blocker. So, the pass protection there is huge. And, like, you're playing majority of the teams only had Canadian linemen. So, you know what I'm saying, trying to adjust to, like, a pro-style pass protection coming over to Canadian-style pass protection was completely different. Like they were saying, the waggle, there was times where we'll, be in a double snap count and I'd move and I'd be like, oh shit. And the quarterback look at me. Dub used to look at me like, boy, you can keep moving. I was like, oh, my bad. Because I would forget that I could move towards the line of scrimmage as long as, 2 other people were doing it or 3 other people weren't doing it. So like, yeah, that was a big adjustment. But like, for me, I was the bigger back. So when I came there with the 3 downs and throwing all the time and I happened to be involved a lot more with the pass protection and stuff. Like, I had to drop weight and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same. With Cho as a DB. When I first got out there, I had to take a step back and just watch like for like a day straight. Like, this shit crazy. But outside of that, you got to.
You was the first one out there, though, right?
What?
You were the first one out there.
Me and Cho
right?
got there at the same time.
Same time.
Oh, the same time? Okay.
Yeah, we met right that first camp. I sat back. I was like, y'all got it. I'm gonna just watch. Outside of that, for real, that cold, bro, it's different, man. It's different.
I forgot about that.
And I said I'm from Southern California. I went to, grew up there, went to school there. So Canada, they talking about one game we played. It was like -40. So come on, like
yeah, that was. You talk about that playoff game?
Yeah.
And you know me, like I don't wear sleeves, like, what I'm saying? I was never into that, like wearing sleeves, not like I want to feel that cold, like especially when I was at Virginia Tech, I want to feel that cold, like bring it. Because I feel like I feel like, what I'm saying, like everybody else is shivering, getting cold, like no, I want that action. No, not out here. I made a mistake. Not out here.
Bro, that's cold.
Yeah, that's
bro.
cold.
I don't even like that, man.
How'd that feel?
Different.
Brick. It was a brick.
Because nobody got grilled grass. Everybody played with turf because you can't grow grass out there.
Bro, one time, look, we was in the game. You got your mouthpiece or whatever. I was talking. I dropped my mouthpiece. I picked it up. I dropped it, picked it up real quick. The spit on my mouthpiece was frozen that quick, bro. Like,
yeah.
Damn.
Stupid, bro.
Yeah, it happens like that, bro.
Bro,
2 seconds.
There's like it's special things like that cover your cleats and stuff to like keep your feet warm. Like your feet will start getting cold because you're running in the slushy ice and stuff. So like this start getting into your socks and your socks start getting wet. No, it's
Damn, that's crazy.
I forgot about that cold. That's a whole nother element. I used to be sprinting to the sideline to get a jacket.
Or get by the jet.
Yeah.
What?
Jet heater.
All right. I can say I'll never experience that. I still ain't visit Cho yet, and I feel bad, but I mean, it's only summer for 2 days there, and then the rest is winter.
It's different out here, though.
Nah, but I'm gonna make that visit soon for sure.
It's different out there.
All right, I'll start with you, Ant. The toughest team you faced, any level.
The toughest team I faced, any level. Dang. That's a hard question.
Like they was just
I'll go back to high school. When I was in high school, we played Sarasota Booker. And like I'm from Tampa, so and not Cali football real, Virginia football real. I learned that once when I went to college and everything and seeing players. So no disrespect. But like we was in the belly of the beast in Hillsborough County. Like we got dudes with murder charges, gold grills on the other squad that we playing against. Like you like, what's that in high school, bro? We played Sarasota Booker and they had Sam Shields on their team, University of Miami. Yeah, but Sam, dog, their team was so fast and like everybody on their team had a grill. And I'm talking about not the plug-ins, like not the caps. They had slugs. Like these was permanents. Like these fools, they're like, y'all boys on homecoming this week. Oh, you got to slap that ass, boy. But hey, you have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, like they was different, dog. But the thing was, is like they were so talented. Like we played teams like that all the time, but they were so talented, bro. And like Sam was just so fast, dog. And he was playing receiver and DB. Like I'm not a 4-3, 4-4 guy. I'm a 4-5 running back, bro. Like they put me out there to cover the man. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, that nigga just started running by. I felt that one moment as a DB when you the ball in the air and you know you toasted. He was like, oh shit, damn. I had that happen to me like 3 times again, dog. Oh man, bro. I never played safety or DB after that game. Like I never went to the next to play receivers after that. I only played middle linebacker, dog, after that game. But yeah, that's probably the Sarasota Booker with Sam Shields. That'd probably be the toughest team I played. Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, Cho, I'll go with you.
I had to say, man, probably that 05 Miami team, my freshman year at Virginia Tech, that 05 Miami team when they came in town. That defense was spooky, dog. I'm talking about like just watching that defense play. They was lights out, and then later that year we played Florida State for the ACC championship game. I think it was something like that. I think for the ACC championship game. No, it wasn't. I think it was one of those important games. Anyway,
it was a later game. It was a later game in the season.
Bro, that defense too was sick too. But that Miami defense was special because they wore that all white too. But that was the team that was.
I was there for both.
Yeah, that was the team that was crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Mace.
But it's crazy because just a year afterwards, that's when they started that decline.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that.
Fan too, dog. Crazy as I was a huge Miami fan too, dog. But after that,
said not linebacker though.
Nah, I couldn't do it. Nah,
head cover and go route.
Can't get no holes in Miami.
Fucked up.
Playing linebacker. Ain't no holes in here.
But now when Ant said high school, I thought about this team play out here in Inglewood, just Inglewood High. They ran the wing T and they had these 3 fast ass niggas, but I don't want to get them too much. They beat our ass though. But in 05 we went out to Ohio State. That's when they had Troy Smith, Heisman quarterback, and they had 3 first-round receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Santonio, Ted Ginn, and then that white dude, what's his name? Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, coming from my conference, just going out to the Big Ten in general was like, all right, it's different. But yeah, that was a squad right there. We got with them on the low squad.
But I ain't win that.
That was a squad though.
That was 27. I think it was 27. But no, we held our own a little bit.
20 to 7.
No, I mean that's impressive though. Like for that squad, because 05 they were in national title talks.
Honestly, that's how I got my
trophy.
They went 06.
I think. Yeah, that's how I got all my looks because we held them probably to they lowest passing output that year.
Right.
Okay.
That's good. That's crazy.
That's what's up. All right.
Yeah.
This one for this next question for the DBs. Who is the toughest receivers you covered?
I'd say probably Calvin Johnson because he was just so big, so fast, man. Like he was just everybody. That's self-explanatory, right? I ain't got to explain his intangibles or his abilities. Like he was just, but being out there like one-on-one with him, like any wrong move, dog, like he'll take a step and you could be underneath his underarm and all of a sudden he elbowing you out the fucking way. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just that's how big he was. He was just a different type of big. So I'll say him. And don't get me wrong, hold up. Special shout out to my Virginia Tech wide receivers at the time though. They were the best that I ever played against. They got me ready for sure. But outside
Eddie Roy around that time.
Oh, they had Eddie Roy, Josh Morgan, Justin Harper, Hyman, like we had the Josh Hyman. We had all types of cats, man. We had all types of cats.
That
But yeah,
was
Clowney there then
Clowney.
too?
We had
Was Clowney
Clowney.
there?
Yeah, we
oh
had Clowney.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that.
I
I'm telling
remember
that receiver
Clowney. I
core
remember.
was
I remember Hawk.
special. But yeah, Calvin Johnson was different.
Shit. I used to work out with Ocho Cinco and them out here. So doing 1-on-1 just on air in general, it's a wrap. And then that nigga, he just so like, he was like sudden. That's how I say.
That footwork.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
So, and he competitive as shit. He talking shit the whole time. That nigga. But when I was out there in Baltimore, we did the joint practice with the Redskins. Or whatever they call them now, Commanders, whatever niggas call
Santana Moss.
Santana Moss.
Santana Moss.
Damn, he different, bro.
Yeah, I play
another product from the U.
Yeah, I played with him too. I seen him in practice. He used to get busy.
Shifty boy. All right, for you, Ant. Who was the toughest linebacker you ran up against?
Toughest linebacker I ran up against. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, like I, got a lot of carries in the NFL, and
it could be any level.
You know what I'm saying? Hard runner, the hard linebackers. But I will say, damn, I did get to experience the third down role, and we played the Houston Texans and Brian Cushing, dog. Like, I got to go against Ray Lewis at practice. You know what I'm saying? And they went hunted all day. Mays can tell you that. I'm sure they was practicing the same way he was there. But I had to block him one time, like in pass protection, and there's certain times, like when you hit somebody, you hit him and you like, oh, I know he felt that. Even though I'm feeling it, like I know he felt that. Like I hit him and I was like, oh yeah, I know he felt that. He was just like, come on, pussy boy. Like he kept like, and like, you know what I'm saying? He stumbled a little bit, but like he kept going. And like after I hit him, and I just kept watching him, and he like hit Vontae Leach that game. And then I came back and had one more pass pro on him, and I think we was on like the goal line too, dog. And like he smacked me so hard, bro. And like I only played special teams. Like I didn't have many carries. That was my role, was to, come in pass protection, because Ray Rice was a check gangster, dog. Ray Rice was like, fuck that, I'm not blocking. Just throw me the ball. Keep coming to hit you. Like that's how he used to get his yards, dog. It's crazy, and it used to work. But like they'll throw me in there, and man, look, I'm telling you, Brian Cushing, dog. He just had a whole nother. I don't know if he was on something, or like just the way his intensity, and like a lot of linebackers, they'll like wait to see like, that's my dog. A lot of linebackers wait, like if you're on your heels, they'll hit you. Like if you're on your toes, they'll try to finesse you. He every time head first, like every time, dog. Yeah, that's what I said. Brian Cushing.
Yeah, I played with him in high school at the All-American game. He was on my team. He was nuts back then too. So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you, though. He was. Them boy. When you see them white line, not to be, you know what I'm saying, even say racist, but white linebackers like that.
They got a motor. Like they tough as nails for sure. They tough.
What?
They're there for a reason. All right, we're gonna get into the individual questions.
All right,
and we'll start with you.
Right, hold on. I might have to grab my charger right quick. If that's cool.
All right,
I got 5%. Hey, I'll be on go, dog.
That's all right. I start with Ant.
On Ant right now, anyway, man. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm locked
in the morning.
I'm locked in. I'm listening. I'm listening. Make sure.
Nigga knew he had this interview today.
Hey, pay me no mind.
Niggas. All right.
Breakfast Club in the morning. Maybe DJ.
Yeah, I hear you.
His other life.
All right, Ant. First question. Better college atmosphere, Louisville or Georgia Tech?
Better college atmosphere as far as like a college town, Louisville. As far as like a city, I mean Georgia Tech. You in Atlanta, but like Louisville, you in a college town, so like you the big dog. And Atlanta, it was like, huh? You
downtown in the thick of things.
Right. They're like, "Boy, we got G's in here. We got the Atlanta Falcons here. You go to Georgia Tech. Y'all just lost today." All right, yeah. All right. Louisville, though, you're the biggest thing going there. Like it's a smaller town. Like everything happens around the school. So like it was just, yeah. As far as like a college experience, better college town, I'd definitely say Louisville. And all the games are sold out every time, every game.
Rocking.
Georgia Tech, man, Clemson will play us. Clemson will have more fans than us at Georgia Tech. But yeah, Louisville definitely.
Okay. What made you transfer?
We had, when I was there my freshman year, we had Bobby Petrino as our head coach, and he was like the offensive mastermind. That's the one reason why I committed there. He left at the end of that year to go coach the Falcons. We got Steve Cragthorpe from like Tulane or some shit. Worst coach I've ever had in my life. So like that year, I set the single game, and I still have the single game rushing record at Louisville. Shit outlast Lamar Jackson. I don't know how that happened. He had like 214 yards in like the second quarter one game. I don't know how it happened, but anyway, he benched me that season and like tried to turn me into an H-back. He was trying to change the offense. He was like more trying to make like a spread offense, and we was like more of a pro style offense because like the Big East was tough. And like we returned a team where we had just went to the BCS Orange Bowl. We only lost one game. Like we were number 2 in the nation at one point. We were supposed to go to the national championship. The same team returned the next year, and we went 6-6 and then go to a bowl game. We had Brian Brom. He was supposed to be a first-round draft pick. He went second round.
I remember.
I already seen what was happening. So I was like, hell no. Like, I'm getting out of here. So I transferred, but there wasn't no transfer portal and all that then. So, like, when I transferred, I had to ask them for a release. And then they told me who I was allowed to go transfer to. So I wasn't allowed to go to any Florida schools, any schools that they play within the next 3 years, or anybody that's in the Big East, or anybody that's in the Big East or Arkansas, because at that point, Bobby Petrino had already left the Falcons and then signed with Arkansas to be their head coach.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was crazy, dog. And I was supposed to go to Florida State, and then Florida State had just got caught with that cheating stuff. So I was like, shit. A lot of places was like, you know what I'm saying? We just had signing day. We are the scholarships. Like, we want to bring you in, but we want you to walk in. And at the time, I was like, walk on, bro. I ain't about to walk on. Right. Not knowing that I could have walked on and then got a scholarship like the same week or whatever. But so, Georgia Tech just came and they was like, look, we want you to come. And then I signed and then found out about the triple option.
Dang.
Ooh,
and then,
that triple option. Yeah. How long
he
took you to learn that?
He sold me a dream, though, bro, because like he showed me the Adrian Peterson tape when he was at Georgia Southern. And, Adrian Peterson ran for like 10,000 yards, like broke all kind of Division I AA records, dog. Like he was killing it in the triple option. He was like, "This is you." He was like, "This is you." I was like, "Shit, you don't touch the ball 35 times a game. You don't have to worry about pass protection. You don't have to worry about throwing the ball." And like at that moment, I was just thinking about getting touches. Like I was worrying about like scoring touchdowns. I was like, shit, I'm with it. Let's do it. Like that's what got me. And then when I got there, they was like, "Oh man, we already got a talented, B-back," which was like the fullback. He was like, "So you should play the wing because you versatile." So I played the wing back the first year, and then went and did the B-back the second year, and then going to the draft. They was like, "You play wing back, you play fullback, you play running back. What do you play?" And I was like, "All right, yeah." I kind of screwed myself doing that, but it was fun though. It was fun playing it, and especially in college, like we playing Virginia Tech, Clemson, beating teams that got Cam Chancellor, Tyrod Taylor, got all kind of crazy players on their team with the triple option, dog. Right. Like that used to blow my mind, bro. They used to blow my mind.
I'm sure it was a nightmare for those defenses because watching it on TV, I was like,
it would be funny in the game, bro, because a dude would hit you and he was like, "Damn, dog, I thought you had it, dog. Like, coach gonna be mad, bro." Dang. It was real, but like you can see how like on the defense, like if they stay in tune, like if they stay disciplined, it's very stoppable, dog. But when you have them dudes on the team that want to do all the extra stuff, and oh man, I'm about to make the play on this one. Forget what coach talking about. We used to kill those teams. Dog. We used to kill them. But nice. Yeah, that's what happened with the Louisville Georgia Tech thing, man.
All right. Last question for you. Did you have a game day routine? And if so, what was it?
When I got to the league, my game day routine changed. But yeah, I had a little game day routine. I would, wake up, bless the morning, you know what I'm saying, good risings, you know what I'm saying, clear my mind of everything. Like I said, I was the third down back and I played special teams. I was big on like watching tape and stuff. So I used to watch a lot of film and everything to make sure I was on my P's and Q's and to help out the people that actually played running back with their stuff. But and then I would always get to the facility super early. I always did a little contrast, like cold tub, warm, and then I get in the sauna. And I used to like to get out early. I used to always like to sprint. I used to always like try to make the cuts that I would make during the game just to get myself some muscle memory. For running back, like that's big because we're very reactive. I'm sure it's the same for DB. But I used to make sure I go through like whatever runs we're going to do for the day, go for the steps through that. Pass protection is work on scanning the field, especially in the CFL, just because the field's so big. And then work on finding they're not shot clocks. I forgot what the hell they call, but finding where the timers are at. Play clocks, right? Because running back is the closest extension to the quarterback. So a lot of people will say, the second hardest job on the offense is the center, which it most of the time it is. But the third hardest job I would say is the running back, because they don't realize how much of a job we have as far as like pass protecting, reminding the quarterback of shit just because you're the closest person to him and he has all this other stuff that he has to worry about. Mm-hmm. So like you're the one that's watching the clock, letting them know, hey, look, we're running low. Look, hey, you need to make this check now. Hey, he's not the mic, that's the mic. Make that other check. We run out of time, like a lot of that stuff. So I used to like to try to get that, like a repetition in that, and make sure I find all the clocks and stuff. And then other than that, I never listened to like crunk, like lit music before games. I always listened to gospel music, which was crazy because I used to be a lit dude, but like I never used to listen to like, I don't know. I used to always think like I would mess up my blessing if I was sitting here like, oh, fuck these niggas. Like, no, I used to always listen to looking like Jehovah Jireh, all that type of stuff during the game, before the game. Right, I get right though. I used to get
everybody get in their own zone, right? Everybody get in their own zone.
Right.
No, that's what's up. Maze, I have these questions for you.
Sorry, I'm long-winded.
No,
bro.
you good. You good. Hey,
it's a podcast, dog.
The more the better. The more the better.
Hey,
it's a podcast. You good?
I get your content. I'm about to take this jacket off.
It's getting a little warm in here.
We in Florida. 85 degrees.
Oh man!
And I got this hoodie. I'm sweating like a dog. You don't see
it.
What? All right. What kept you motivated through your journey to the CFL?
Shit,
you've been with like the Arena League and all that.
Yeah, so me, I was one of them kids. Like, I just wanted to play college football. I kind of touched on it earlier. Like when I was a kid, I was like, all right. I remember praying that night, like I want to play college football. Like that shit just seemed like that was the peak to me for whatever reason. And then so once I got to that level, it was like everything after that was a bonus, right? So if somebody called me with a contract, like you about to pay me to play football, cool. Like I could extend my career, do what I love, like you know what I'm saying. So I was always just grateful for those opportunities, like whether it was like arena or whatever. I mean, it got to a point where it's like, nigga, I'm not running no 40s for nobody. Like they're gonna have to go off the film, and if they don't want me, cool. If they do, I'll go suit up. But so for me, it was just like that, just being grateful. Like I realized it was a lot of dudes that wanted to do what I was doing, whatever level it was at, and they didn't have the chance. So I looked at it like that.
Okay. What would you say your biggest strengths and weaknesses were on the field?
Told my teammate, he sat in my meeting rooms. I wonder what he would say. Help me out. My strengths.
You got hands for feet.
Oh yeah, that's my weakness. I dropped from the pick, bro. That's probably why I messed up a lot of money for sure. I could catch any other time, but game wise, I'm dropping that hole. It was dropped. But my strength.
It's a pass breakup though.
Hey,
he be all over.
They call me Mr. PBU.
PBU.
But yeah, strength. I'll probably say I have pretty good feet, but I think I'll pick up the defense quick. I'll pick up what the offense got going on pretty quick. I feel like so it's like I could come into a game like if I see this shit, I'm gone. Like I'm gonna jump it. I feel like it's a lot of people like that, but I think I kind of trusted that shit a little more. That's what I would say.
Okay. That's what's up.
So I say he got hands for feet. I say he got hands for feet. This dude done saved me on a couple of games, man. Like just all some random stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like that pick that he had for the crib, like that his greatest moment. That he got that pick six versus Winnipeg. Like that game we were always battling. Like it was a big time game. I gave up a play. It was a janky ass little corner route that they got me on for a touchdown. It was like 20 yards out or something. And it was like a couple of minutes left in the clock in the fourth quarter. Mays got that pick six to seal the game, dog. Well, Mays, what I say to you, dog?
Nigga came to me, hey, thank you, bro. Thank you.
You saved me, dog. You saved me, bro. Like, but what you got for me, bro?
That's what's up. Hold on, one more for Mays. Mays, how many Madden championships have you won?
I ain't trying to be funny. I'd have to sit and think about it. I don't even know, bro. For real.
You've been in real tournaments and stuff. I can only imagine.
Oh no. So I never really met. Honestly, bro, I mess with D4L because the rules keep it from being so cheesy. Like I've messed around on what's that shit called, Players Lounge or whatever, and made some money. But you get to a point where it's like it ain't even football no more. These niggas just manipulating AI and doing tricky shit. Like, I don't really have fun playing like that. I played in a couple of the leagues once, but I ain't never won no like real bread or nothing like that. I think I fit, in this little structured situation. I ain't too good for that other shit.
All that trickery.
Nah, hey, trickery. We know our fair share of that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta play the Raiders tonight. We ran 3 plays the whole game.
That's your Georgia Tech brother, dog.
Man, I know, dog. That's why I can't be mad now. I can DM him like, hey, bro. You know what I'm saying? Calm down, dog. I don't want to turn you in because I snitch, dog. I will snitch.
I'm telling you.
I hit up on like, hey, I'm like, hey, I think sure. I don't know. He might have called the same play 3 times in a row, bro. That shit tricky, bro.
You want to go check something?
He be like, we'll check. I'm like, hey, come on, dog. Like, shit, I'm losing right now. Shit, dog. Game ain't fun, man. Man, checking on the audible in the same defense.
Oh man!
No, hey, respect my boy though. Respect my boy.
He putting up.
He a real Madden player.
Yeah. Since he's been back, he cleaned it up.
That's on me though. I need to learn. I've been playing Madden too long to not know how to like set up stuff like that. I'll still be struggling trying to make my line shift. I'm like, oh shit, it's not L1, it's R1.
Nah, he be putting up numbers.
It happens.
He be putting up numbers.
Yeah.
Overall, this league done leveled up though for sure.
Yeah.
We trying, man. We trying. Y'all a big help to that. Y'all definitely a big help to that. All right, Cho, for you, what do you miss about the game, and what level do you miss the most?
Yeah, I have to say, man. Damn.
This nigga right here.
All right, come again.
Jesus Christ.
Nah,
deep
though.
Deep
Damn,
though.
I'm gonna have to hold it down. All right, so what level do I miss?
Yeah, what do you miss most about the game, and what level do you miss the most?
I would say just the camaraderie with the brothers, right? You know what I'm saying? Because like, especially when you get to the professional level, it's just the politics. It's so much politics. There's so much bullshit in the air. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't really, you lose the love for the game for real. So like the camaraderie, the brotherhood that you build, the bond that you build with the brothers in the locker room. That's what I miss the most, especially on a professional level. But I would say the level that I've missed the most, man. I don't know, man. I had some magical years with at Holland Springs High School and Virginia Tech. I think they was all I don't know, man. I had to. That's tough, bro. Like, cause high school, I had mommy around. You know what I mean? Freaking, you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of things that emotionally and like family wise, it was. Of course, I'll pick Holland Springs. You know what I'm saying? But then you talk about Virginia Tech. That was just a whole nother world that I conquered, and you know what I'm saying? And like the family that I built there, that was just on a whole nother level. But I don't know. That's a tough answer right there. So I put them both at the same level.
All right. How have you adjusted to life in Canada?
I adjusted well, man. I think I needed this move, man, overall in life, man, because like at the time, man, I was living in a fast lane, you know what I mean, and it was too fast for me, for real, just to be honest with you. And like coming out here to Canada, it was the right pace for me, man. And shit, I met my wife here, I made two beautiful daughters. I mean, it was all God's cause, so I can't complain. I'm happy. I adjust pretty well, and I'm doing pretty well too. I can't complain.
That's what's up. All right, last question for you. If Virginia Tech came knocking right now for a DB coach, would you take the position?
Fuck Canada, he gone.
I'm coming home. Yeah, I gotta take that, man. Like, yeah, that like my wife, she'll understand. Like, I'm pretty sure she'll be on board too. You know what I mean? It'd be a crazy change, but that's something that I can't pass up, man. You know, home calling like that, I gotta come back.
All right. I'm gonna hit y'all with some rapid fire questions. I'm just gonna give y'all a choice. Y'all just answer whatever comes to mind. It's gonna be the first one's gonna be for the DBs, second one gonna be for you, and then the third one is for everybody. All right, y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, for the DBs, pick six for the win or force fumble, scoop and score for the win.
Pick six.
Okay, and 60-yard touchdown run for the game, or trucking somebody into the end zone for 1 yard for the game.
Trucking somebody in the end zone 1 yard.
He's dirty.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Get down and lay down.
Yeah, that's making Sports Center. That 60-yard run and whatnot. Especially me, boy. Like 60 yards, boy. That's gonna look
That's a little long, huh?
Yeah, he's struggling to get there. He's struggling to get there. He got there.
All right. Who's the fastest out of all y'all?
Probably Show.
What?
I don't know.
I got it.
Y'all was well aged when I met y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I tested that. Like, I'm faster than Maze, but like,
What?
no, I'm gonna be real.
Oh no,
I
bro.
can get down, but like, I'm not gonna lie. Now, me and Maze met in 2012, hands down. I don't think Maze could run with me back then, right then. 2012, 2013, I felt like Maze probably still couldn't run with me for real.
This is crazy.
Now we came. No. We came back in 2014. You remember, Maze? You came out here a little earlier, and we was doing that little right before camp.
I came to where y'all work out at. Yeah.
Yeah, he came out here. Where we was working out at, and no lie, dog, the kid could run. He could run, and he could run, and it bring me back to like it was one game when we were playing against Edmonton. One of their running backs broke up. He scoot to the outside. He broke up the sideline. No lie, I turned the corner and like I'm digging, shoot, and I just see bro, you know how a horse gallop, like like no lie, dog. I see these white socks, white fucking spat on just coming across like the corner of my eye, and I look up, I see Maze. I'm like, Maze, go get him. But seriously,
You got it from here.
Seriously.
Maze probably faster.
Maze can run. Like, yeah, like I said, and he was doing some type of training because I said 2012, 2013, Maze, you seen me in Florida.
This what happened. This my side of the story. That nigga lying shit. So 2012 when I got out there, it's crazy because I broke my hand like a month before camp, and I couldn't work out, so I came up out of shape. Cho probably thought he passed me for whatever reason.
I was blazing.
That next year was 2013. That's why I was like, I'm about to show up like A1. That's when I came and worked out with y'all.
Yeah, that was 2013. Yeah, no, yeah. You showed me something. I was because I came by. I was like, bro, how you got so fast, dog?
Yeah, he asked me for real. This nigga was like, hey, what you do this off season, bro?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Cause like I remember me being like one of the fastest out here, dog. Like dog. But yeah, Maze definitely could run for sure.
That's the thing though about Canada because the field's so big. You'd be surprised. Like that's probably one of the fastest secondaries I play with. Everybody, you got to run because them corner routes they keep going. Yep. You get in the end zone 20 yards, so you could be on the 5 and get hit with a post corner, and that shit's still going.
Yeah.
So you gotta be able to run for real.
Yeah, we have some blazers.
That's crazy. All right, who lifts the most?
And
that's when I'm tapping out. These two need to talk.
And that's
all right.
Yeah, I probably say I'll give it.
All right. Let me see.
I still get it in too, dog.
What we got?
Playing running back, dog. Get hit all the time.
He's naturally big too.
You gotta lift. Got to.
Yeah.
And if I don't lift, I'll be fat. So I ain't trying to be fat.
All right.
Shout out all the fat people though.
Shout out to all the fat people.
Yeah, I ain't sizest. You know what I'm saying?
Sizest.
Big, small, love them all.
All right, who's the better all around athlete? Any sport.
Yeah, me.
You said what, Joe? What was that?
Me for sure. I'll be for sure, dog.
It's hard because I ain't never seen Maze. I don't think I've ever seen Maze play another sport, dog.
It's all football for you, Maze?
Nah, I mean,
you can play basketball.
Well, I'm saying I don't think I've known Maze. I don't think I saw like Maze. I worked out with Cho enough to like I saw Cho play basketball and shit too. So I was like, oh, okay, this nigga Cho play ball too. All right, we're athletic. But like Maze, I didn't get to like work out and stuff with him, so I never got to see him Maze. But Maze, he looked like used to play baseball. He good at bowling ass type nigga. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know.
Maze, you was out at the Staples Center?
Maybe bowling 300.
You said what?
You was out at the Staples Center?
Hooping. Nah. You know what? I'll probably give it a Cho because he said he do the baseball shit. I did track, basketball, football. That was me. But
okay.
I respect baseball.
Yeah. No, when Cho when we was working out and then like Cho grabbed the basketball and started shooting. And we'll play the 3-point game and started dunking and shit. And I'm like,
I'm saying when I went out worked out with him, I had to knock him and Dressler off on that 3-point game. I'm just saying though. But
hey, Dressler was low key. Hey, what's crazy? Nice. Hey, Dressler a little athlete though.
That was the quarterback, wasn't it?
No, the wide receiver.
No, he was a receiver.
Yeah. Receiver.
Little white guy.
Okay.
Like
5'7".
The heart of a lion.
Yeah.
Oh, the quarterback was Dorian.
Yeah.
Durant, yeah, okay. So Macho with baseball, like he used to have us in the backyard, and he'll make us throw him the ball. He'll knock that bitch over the fence and make us go get it.
Crazy.
I hated it.
Hey man, I was wild back then, man. Forgive me, please.
All right. We got questions from the league. I'm gonna call this section, this segment, the league wants to know. All right, this from Shad 1318. You want to know, what was your welcome to the NFL/CFL moment?
To anybody or to a specific person?
Anybody. All y'all can answer.
I'll pop it off. My welcome to the NFL moment. Because my first year, it was really like it's like a blur. I think it was my second year. It might have been my first year too. We signed Bernard Pollard. He was a safety.
He was a hitter.
We was in training camp and we was doing blitz pickup. And like I tell you, the Ravens though, like when the practice it start. Like there's no stretching or anything. Like you're supposed to be full speed, especially during training camp, especially when you got pads on, especially when there's like fans out there. They're like, look, we play the Raven way. Anyway, the running back before me had gone in, and like Bernard hit him. Wow, and he was like on the sideline, like getting helped. Mind you, now this dude, he never played the rest of his career. His name was Matt Barnes. He got knocked out in that practice from that concussion.
Damn.
And he never played again, dog, because Bernard probably hit him. So the next play, I came in. and it's a safety blitz period, so I already knew who the fuck I'm blitzing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he came up, and like at the time, I'm 245. I'm like 240, so I was on the bigger side. So I hit him, but like he hit me, and like when you get hit from underneath, and like you kind of like your feet lift up off the ground, and like you start doing a little kick.
He got your ass.
Yeah, you trying to find that ground,
boy? What, dog? And like I came so high, and he was so low though, and like I learned about leverage, then, dog. Cause like he got up under me and hit me up under my chin, dog, and like I was in the air, and we went into the film room. I already knew it was bad, dog. You know what I'm saying, when it happened. But when we went to the film room, like coach. It was in a team meeting. He was like, coach was like, oh, let's show some highlights from blitz period. I was like, oh, shit. And he just showed my play every time. Like, the whole time he just played my shit, he just kept rewinding, like, this is professional football now. This is a 240-pound running back. Yeah. Like, and, dog, he had me in the air, dog, and like that. But, like, that was my welcome to the NFL moment, bro. I thought, when I was moving through, like, you know what I'm saying, you being so big as a running back, you know what I'm saying, DBs and linebackers, they really don't want to hit somebody that big, you know what I'm saying, repetitively. So I thought, like, you know, I'm going to come up here and bang these dudes. Like, oh, man, shit. Them boys was ready to hit. Like, they knew that's what they had to do. And that was the division at the time, you know what I'm saying, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Cleveland Browns. Like, they already knew what time it was, so that's the only people they signed. And, bro, that's when I realized, I was like, yeah, these niggas is different. League, dog. They is different. That was my first time ever being picked up like that. Like, hands in the air, like feet up. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Shit, I say the craziest thing about the league, if you ever watch a nigga playing gunner and get double teamed,
get choked out.
Check it out.
Cooler Gatorade.
I went through that.
Out of there.
Yeah, it's not fun because think about it, it's like two big, strong, athletic niggas, just as big and strong, as athletic as you. They know where you're trying to get to, and for some reason they don't police that shit the same, right? Like they be holding, slamming you, like you get up, you gotta keep fighting. I mean, and it's if you do it in like preseason, niggas trying to make the team, right? So they doing a little bit more. But yeah, I had a time. Basically, long story short, like Ann said, water cooler, and they took me, had me out of bounds off the field. Had to work my way back in. You know what I'm saying? But that was sure. Like, all right, you gotta tighten up. Your old moves don't work. That's what it is. It's like you realize your old moves don't work the same way they did. Cause I did special teams all through college. I was cool with it, but yeah, I'm gonna let Cho pass the Cho on that.
Yeah, no, they get ruthless on that gun and stuff for sure. I would have to say, my rookie year would be, I have to say, when I got probably the kickoff return when I got hit by the guy from Chicago Bears, man. I broke the kickoff. I probably was crossing like the 30, and I seen a hole wide open, dog, and I went to go set it up. And like I'm setting it up like this, and I could feel the hole right here. So I set it up. I snapped it. As soon as I snapped it, he was coming from deeper, like, you know what I'm saying, deeper from my left side. And, dog, he hit me so hard. He shifted my whole daggone shoulder, dog, and that was my welcome to the league moment for sure.
That's crazy. All right, Cho, this one for you. Crypto Pong asks, do you consider the Texans a rival And is he a formidable foe?
This nigga funny.
That nigga got a lot of questions.
I mean,
How do I watch the podcast?
no, he pretty good. I give him that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if he had better weapons, I feel like he'd definitely be better. He'd definitely be, you know what I'm saying, up there as far as like record wise. But I mean, great competition for sure. Like, I don't think I say he have to beat me 2 times in a row in order for me to call it a rival. But to them, I'm gonna send you that GIF of that coat humping the air just for you, big dog.
All right. All right. EAE 2106 has asked a multitude of questions, so buckle up. And this for you.
And he ain't got nothing to do.
This for you.
Who that?
What was the? This.
Oh, Gene. Gene. I said Eugene.
He asked, "What was the biggest difference between Louisville and Georgia Tech?" Outside of the atmosphere, because I said the atmosphere thing earlier.
I mean, it's like I said, the difference between a football school and, like, you know what I'm saying, Georgia Tech. That was Louisville was like their sports drove people to the school, where Georgia Tech, it was more academic.
Right.
So it being more academic driven, like alumni were giving back $90, $100 million. They created some crazy ass nanotech, you know what I'm saying, where Louisville stuff like that wasn't happening. So like the football team was held in a higher regard. So like moving around campus, like even dealing with like professors, even like just dealing with people, period, was way easier in Louisville as opposed to at Georgia Tech. At Georgia Tech, like I said, you were just another pea in the pod. And there was another, person there where like you might have an exam, but you had a game, and the teacher like, you had to leave a day early. The teacher's like, I don't give a damn. You still need to find a way to take the exam, like at Georgia Tech. Where at Louisville, they were like, oh shit, don't worry about that. Y'all win the game, you don't have to take it. If y'all lose, you got to come back and take it on Tuesday. Like that's like, it was a huge difference going to a football school and going to a school that's more academic driven. There's a huge, huge difference, dog. There's a huge difference. Like they kind of baby and spoil the football players at football schools, and that's why a lot of them dudes be getting in trouble because they spoil, used to get in their way. Where the other schools, like the smaller schools, the Division II schools, the Ivy League schools, unfortunately schools like the Georgia Techs, the Wake Forests, schools where they don't bring in that much income from football, they just bring more in from the school, period.
Right.
It's rough. Like you're a real student out there. Like they don't care that you got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to have mat drills, and then now you got to come and take this damn exam that you probably ain't had no damn time to study for. Like they don't care at Georgia Tech. Where at Louisville, they were like, oh shit, mat drills this morning. Don't worry about that. Like come back and take your test next weekend at my house for dinner, and I'll give you the answers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just different, bro. Like, but that's the difference, though.
All right. I think we lost Cho.
Yeah, man. I don't have to Cho. Oh, damn. That's right. That bull was on the Charger.
Lordy. All right. Let's get it set. All right. Let's get another question in then. He asked, did any of y'all play against each other in college?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Unfortunately not. I got to Louisville the year after the Virginia Tech and Louisville played in the bowl game.
Okay.
The Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Okay. And when you transferred, did you have to sit out a year?
Yep. I had a red shirt. I played my true freshman year, so I still had a red shirt. So I played my true freshman year and sophomore year at Louisville, red shirted at Georgia Tech, and then played junior and senior year.
Oh, okay. All right. So he asked, who are some of the fellow gamers from your playing days? That's for either of y'all.
It's a lot of niggas every team, right? Probably the most famous one that I know You remember Mark Clayton, that receiver from Baltimore, Oklahoma? He's big Madden head. Yeah, that's one I'll call out.
Okay.
But yeah, every team it's a thing, you know what I'm saying? Like during camp, everybody gonna be on the sticks, betting, talking shit, whatever. But that's like he was really like for real, like that.
He gave you a run for your money.
It was like I beat a couple people and they're like, you gotta play Mark now. You know what I mean? Like go see the ball. Nah, that nigga beat me. I ain't gonna start.
Hey. So he was like that. Yeah. Shit, might have to get him in the league.
Yeah, for me it was Ricky Williams. You know, I looked up to Ricky Williams and getting to play with him and then learning. He played Call of Duty, so like Ricky. But at the time he was in the program, the programs when you get caught taking a legal substance.
Yep.
So now they test you randomly. But Ricky knew his body and knew when he was being tested so well. Like he knew when he could smoke a roach blunt and all that type of stuff. So I used to bring him little roach blunts and we'll play Call of Duty. Like he'd get high as hell off of this little roach, dog. And it was crazy because I was like, you know, fucking this man used to run he used to have like 200 carries in one game, like 2,000 yards, and like see him playing Call of Duty and stuff used to be crazy.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, I don't think he plays anymore, but yeah, that was one of the dudes that I definitely had on my old PSN list.
Okay. All right. He asks, what are some of the schools that offered y'all scholarships?
Shit, mine was mostly on the West Coast, so I had like up and down. Like I had Washington State, Nevada, Hawaii. That make me think back. Bunch of the like I said, some Ivy League schools like Columbia, Dartmouth over there. That's it for real. Me, I gotta think a lot, but those are the ones I was like, you know, push heavy towards the end so I could remember them. But there's probably some more I ain't thinking about.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have took a visit to Hawaii.
You said, well, I told you I ain't never been on a plane at the time, so like 5 hours over the water, I was straight. I'm like,
I could have played with Gene.
Yeah, we had. That would have been crazy, right?
Real?
Playing with Gene.
That'd have been wild.
Terry, whoever that was. I don't know who it is. Damn,
nigga, who
what's
yeah, my bad. Damn, I ain't gonna like list all of them. I'll say for linebacker, I had a lot of offers. I mean, I had the big three in Florida State, Florida, and Miami. And then for running back, though, that list was small. I had like UCF, Louisville, Georgia Tech. That's when they had Chan Gailey. Syracuse. What's crazy, I had an Auburn offer at running back, and I don't know why I didn't take it. There was a few more schools that offered me for running back, but like I said, I committed it for Louisville after my junior year, so like I stopped my recruiting early. But for linebacker, I mean, I had everybody, all the big schools that you could think about: Alabama, Miami, Florida State, UCLA, Michigan, Ohio State, all those guys. Like I said, dog, I just didn't want to play linebacker, dog. In hindsight, I'm like, shit, I should have played linebacker, bro. But, you know, then, and I didn't even realize, bro, like, I was just going both ways, like, just playing to help my team win. I never was really stunting that linebacker shit. Like, I was always just out there just trying to make plays. And I think that's what made me so good at linebacker is because I was literally just out there playing free, like just trying to make plays. As opposed to linebacker, like I started thinking too much and shit. But yeah, those are my offers.
Okay. He asked, why y'all still with D4L after all these years?
You know, I say football, it kind of scratched that itch, low key for me. Like just being around it, something to compete at. It's a little break from the everyday normal shit, working, being, dealing with family, all that, and then for real, like Ant and Cho, like them my niggas for real. So it's like it keep me another reason for us to stay tight or whatever. And honestly, shout out to you. Oh, you keep it running pretty smooth for the most part. You do some questionable shit here and there, but you run a tight ship. So it's like it's a lot. It's a lot you can complain about, but at the end of the day, it's a solid league. I mean, I've been in other leagues, so I know what the shit could be. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't in those no more. But yeah, that's why I'm still right.
Respect.
Yeah. And then, for me, same thing. It came at the right time. Like I was in Canada at the time, busting Macho ass. What's crazy, when I played Macho in person, I always used to beat him. Too bad he ain't on here to attest to that. I used to kill him when we were in person. I used to talk shit to Joe. But when we play online, I'm like, all right, damn, this nigga different now. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah, that and like it being a tight ship. And like I said, like, you know what I'm saying, coming into 2014, that's when I really just got back into gaming and everything. So like playing Destiny with y'all, Sleepy, Spaz, Cell, all them boys, like that camaraderie. And then I was kind of at the end, like, you know what I'm saying, I stopped playing ball like 2016, 2017, still in the league. It kind of helped me with my transition with camaraderie, still having dudes. Like, I don't talk too much on Twitter. I don't talk too much on Instagram, which y'all see I always talk shit in the league because I feel like that's a safe place for me.
Yeah.
Like, not to get too deep, but like shit brought me out of a depression. I'm sure other people can attest to that shit. Like just having another place to be able to talk to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And voice and another place to go to get away from everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm still in the league. Shit, I've only made it past into the playoffs a few times, dog. You know what I'm saying? I always get my ass whooping shit, but I'm always still trying to learn. I'm always still trying to do, my thing in the league and trying to be active. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it got me out of a dark place, and it kept me out of a dark place, and it helped me with my transition. So yeah, I'm here for life until this shit burned down. I kind of had to fizzle out with the PS5 shit. You know what I'm saying? Because shit was on back order. And Boyce was tripping and shit. I didn't want to hook anybody up with his hookups and shit.
Yeah, Boyce. Hey, you hear that?
But I got back in there. No, that nigga, man, he know what's up, dog. That man work for EA. That May told me. May used to work for EA too, and he told me that's where he found Boyce at.
Yeah, I know.
You brought Boyce in,
I can't take that one.
Nah, I think Boyce might be from Gene Tree.
Yeah, that's probably right. Gene Noir. Everybody,
either Gene or Grove,
very articulate and shit.
Either Gene or Grove, one of them.
Like nigga brought the dude from New Orleans. That nigga a lawyer. They got New Orleans.
Oh, you talking about his avatar?
Yeah, the New Orleans dude. They got New Orleans. We talking about them. Oh damn, that nigga be talking about some smart shit, boy. Him and Gene muscle in the school.
And that boy's country as hell, man. I'll have him on one of these days for sure.
Y'all need to have them together too. Damn, Morgan and Morgan. That's what it is. For the people.
No, that's what's
up. For
up.
the people.
That's what's up, though. Y'all about to make me shed a tear out this.
Hey, real talk. Let me ask you a question though.
Shoot.
When you was gonna give us the STEMI, was that from you signing that song?
What's funny is, damn. Now I'm gonna keep it.
You took it away from us.
No, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
It ain't like we ever gonna get this shit again. So
no, I'm gonna keep it a buck. So what initially happened, and what I know now is when I was doing the free agency, I was, you know how we used to do, where it's like it's about that time. It's about advanced time. Everybody putting in their office. So like. This year, it only shows you who else is involved. It don't really show you the meter like it used to.
It's like blind.
Yeah, so like what I did and what I didn't know is I would up my offer like in increments. I would up them, and on the screen it shows exactly what I'm upping it to, and it'll be that. What I didn't know is that it added onto what I already offered initially, and it didn't show that. So when I signed them, I'm like, what the hell? Big ass contract for this center. Like, damn. But what's funny is I still have money. So I didn't need the STEMI. So like, if y'all can recall, Maze, you in the trade committee, I made a trade with the Jags, and I gave him
bread.
Tony, and I gave him some bread. So like, I didn't need it. It would have been nice, yeah. And that contract probably would have been nullified, but nah, I ain't need it. I ain't need that money. So that's the real.
I needed that shit, and it messed me up the next year because then my salary cap was crazy. I couldn't even sign back my kicker, dog. I was like, damn, couldn't sign my kicker, my punter.
Yeah, it got real.
Couldn't sign nobody to like a 10-day contract. I'm like, damn.
It got real for people.
I had to let everybody. I had to let both. I had to let the people I let go because I couldn't afford them.
Oh yeah.
So when it comes to the fact that I was going to let them go in free agency, so I was like, I might as well get what I can for them before they go to free agency.
Yeah, Bosa, that was crazy. And I was already on the fence. Like I was like, I don't know if I should even do this. And then I was like, I kind of was looking for a reason to not do it because when I announced it, I was like, am I being too nice? Like even I ain't gonna call nobody out. Even somebody was like, damn, that's generous as hell. And I was like, I was like, damn, that made me think even more, but I was still on go. But then when that came up, I was like, hell no, no conspiracies. Because I don't want that on my name. Nah. Like I could have done so many shady things and I never did. Like I can't have, like with the Super Bowl that I didn't win. It was never played. I could have gave myself the forced win and that would have been my Super Bowl, but I ain't trying to be no asterisk Super Bowl champ. Like it is what it is. But yeah, nah, I mean, I try to stay as clean as possible. As far as the STEMI, who knows? I mean, I'll say this on that. Never say never. Never say never. It may come back. It may not. So,
Hey, let the people know too. I came to your DMs and was like, I'll do whatever I gotta do so that everybody else can get their STEMI. I fucked it up.
It won't Ant fault.
Let them know. Like I came in your DMs and I was like, hey, yo, look, hey, you gotta slap me on my wrist. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. These boys is mad.
Yeah, it won't Ant fault. I was already looking to get out of that, but nah, you was just a scapegoat on that. You took it well. Pause. You took it well. Ant, he got a question for you. He said, "How good was Ray Lewis?"
Oh, that shit ain't no secret, dog. Like that man, he wasn't faking. That's how he really was. Like that man was the best. His preparation and the reason why the Ravens was so good for so long, why he was there, their defense is because of him, though. Like he's the type of defensive. He had a defensive coordinator mind, and what's crazy is he's not coaching now, which he should. But like how granular he used to get with like his homework as far as like watching film is why he was so good. Like he would know not what the team's tendencies is, but like what the defensive coordinator's tendencies is, what the linebackers coach tendencies is. So it's like if I come down to the fourth quarter, like this coach is going to go to whatever his tendencies were, not the defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? He's going to teach them whatever he's taught them, whatever their muscle memory is. So he used to learn shit, bro, and like he would know it like the back of his hand. And like being on the scout team, he used to make us run shit to perfection, like how the other team would run it so that they could get the right look so that everybody else would be prepared. So I think like that was a big part of why he was so good. And I think that was a big thing of why he was so good was not only was he athletic as fuck, and like I met him when he was in year 16, 17. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I could only imagine this nigga 10 years earlier.
Right.
But like this mental like was crazy, bro. Like the way he studied the game and the way he knew tendencies, the way he knew offenses. He knew if you came out by 3x1, he knew if you came out of 2x2, he knew if you came out of certain personnel, he knew with certain motions, he knew like certain hand waves by quarterbacks. Like he used to be the whisperer for Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. They give credit to Ed Reed, but Ray Lewis used to be the one that would be making the checks. He would check the coverage, everything. Like he used to be crazy. But like he's everything that everybody says he is, dog. Like it was crazy.
That's what's up.
It was crazy seeing it in person. It was like I forgot the word for it. Like it was that word. Like, damn, this shit is that word.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, that's what's up. That's what's up, though. Like, so he asked, "What do y'all do now?"
You was there. I mean, you sure you played with Ray days, right? I'm sure.
No. You go.
I mean, shit, co-sign. I'm co-signing everything he said. I mean, I was only there preseason, so it's crazy to see like he took that shit just that serious, right? He did that whole pregame ritual. I remember did he ever do the thing where he put the holy water on your head and do the
Yeah, he came by and put the holy water on your head, bro. Like
what's up?
Hey, that's brand new. Yeah, I never knew anything like that.
Before you go out for the game, he'll meet everybody before they go out. Man, give you a little holy water, give you a little prayer, bless you before you go outside.
So, but he was. Yeah, it's like that's what I'm saying. Like when you get there, it's like, damn, that's crazy. That's Ray. He really out here like exactly like you thought it was gonna
be. Crazy. Like he used to do training camp with like a full sweatsuit on. Like he would make himself go in like the worst elements in practice so that he would be ready for it during the game. It's like that's where I learned. Like I started wearing like heavy pads and shit during practice. So when it came game time, if this shit felt easy, because like beforehand I was doing the opposite. In the game in practice, I make sure I was nice and light so that I can get through a 3-4 hour practice, and then in the game I'll be struggling because now I got thigh pads and shit on. I'm like, damn, my legs is heavier than what they was in practice. So I did the opposite after, meeting Ray, and that shit completely changed like how I used to play and stuff, bro, like how I perform in the games, because like now I'm packing on everything in practice, heavy, making sure that like I'm struggling through practice, so then come game time, like I'm fresh. Like I feel like shit, I ain't got nothing on, like I'm butt naked out there, though. Like it was crazy.
That's dope. And that was something I never knew that he did, and I consider myself a big fan. So that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Maze brought to the with him too. Maze was only with him in a preseason. I didn't even took shit like that for granted, bro. Like, but yeah, that nigga do that every game too.
That's wild. From
every game,
from like preseason through whenever. Like that's routine for you right there. No, that's dope. So the next question was, what do y'all do now?
You want it first? Or I mean, shit, I'm working in tech. I mean, Microsoft. I'm damn it, like basically like a consultant for enterprises. Like, see how they gonna handle what all they use for software for their. So I got customers that got like 60,000 employees all the way down to like 3,000 employees. Basically, I'm sitting on the computer all day for real.
Okay.
Me, I'm doing digital. I'm just do digital marketing, dog. I do like freelance digital marketing, and then I help companies do their digital marketing as well. I'm more into the restaurant niche now, but I've done like the fitness industry. I was doing Orange Theory. I was doing Massage Envy, a whole bunch of different businesses. But yeah, I'm in the digital marketing realm now. I was doing a little bit when I was playing. I had a couple of e-commerce stores, but it was never nothing really too much to brag about. You know what I'm saying? I used to always have the eBay store rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I always had the Etsy store rolling. But kind of rolled into that.
Okay, that's what's up. He asked a good one right here.
That ain't gonna play.
Yep. He took over. How hard was it to transition from playing to not playing once y'all hung up the cleats for good?
That shit the hardest thing ever, bro. Cause it's like every fall since I was in the 3rd grade, that's what it was, like football. And then the first year without it, it's like you lost. So I remember, like when I couldn't even watch football. Like it just fucked me up. Like I didn't even want to. I probably was depressed, not diagnosed, but like I didn't eat the same. I didn't feel like work. I didn't feel like doing nothing. I was just like, damn. It's just like it's almost like your arm missing. Like best way I could say it, because it's like that was it's so much of your identity, your drive, your purpose. And it's like all of a sudden it's just gone, right? So for me, my transition it probably looked smooth to people because right as I retired, I went straight to business school. Like I went to UVA for business school, and then right out of UVA, I got this good job. So it's like it looked like everything's smooth, but for me on the inside, I was like, I don't want to be doing this shit. I'd rather be playing football. Like that's what I know. But I say it was hard. I mean, I feel like anybody who do a sport long enough, whether you stop at high school, stop in college, it's gonna be a little transition right there. So, but I felt it for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the biggest part about the transition is like, you know what I'm saying, that was the way you was making your living. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact, I mean, the dudes that have to transition after high school or have to transition after college, they never really had to experience like, changing the way that you made your money. You know what I'm saying? So like it being your main source of income, and then now it's like,
where my next check coming from?
What do I do?
You're used to not getting money in the off season, but you already knew once when training camp came, you will start that little small trickle into the season came. Like you already know what time it was. So like having to structure yourself like financially, like trying to figure out like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying, spending this, spending that, when you're getting this, when you're getting that, because like, I mean, like I said, that's your main source of income. And now May said he went to business school, so what you was doing to make money? You feel me? Like not that's a rhetorical question, but like, you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing I did. I went and finished school after I got done. So it's like if you don't have a nice little nest egg or something that's saved up, a lot of guys that transition and lose that main source of income. And if they're living check to check, you know what I'm saying? As crazy as that sounds, but I mean, doctors live check to check too. They make the same check. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge a person by how they spend their money.
Right.
But in the sense of it though, it's like that's a big hurdle. Like trying to and then like when you leave the game, and we left the game in our 30s or close to our 30s, you know what I'm saying, our late 20s. Everybody else in the workforce don't had 10 years, 8 years experience already on you. So now you're starting at a small level. So you go from being top dog in this industry where that you've been in for 20 years to now being a new guy. Especially like if you're in corporate America and shit, they're like, oh, they came from football. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different trying to make that transition as well, where, you know what I'm saying, other people might have done co-ops and shit. You know what I'm saying? They've been into the industry already 5-6 years. So it's kind of hard, trying to justify whatever experience that you are bringing to the table because you did play a team sport and shit professionally,
right?
As opposed to sitting behind a desk. Like, so it's that. I think that was the biggest part of the transition for me was that part.
Dang. Well, I'm glad y'all doing good for yourselves, man. Because I mean, just to hear it, I mean, that's tough. That's tough. So
no, hey dog. What's crazy is like, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of guys that don't do well. You know what I'm saying? Transitioning out, and it's like it's rough, right? It's rough on a lot of guys. Like I would say, like if y'all do know anybody that play ball like at a certain level and y'all don't hear from them as much, make sure y'all check on y'all boy, man, because like they probably going through it, and we all go through it the same way. Like we can't watch football, we can't watch the game, like. It's hard, bro. I still don't watch the game to this day. I be relying on Lee to tell me who the hell in the draft and shit. Like, for real.
Nah, I hear that. That's respect, man. Again, I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy y'all here. Y'all got that camaraderie. Like, let this be an extension. Yeah. That was deep. So we're gonna get messy. Y'all know what time it is. Top 5 in the league. Let's hear them.
I'll go first because everybody probably waiting on May's answer. My top 5. I mean, Mays, of course. Boyce, of course. He worked at EA. Of course, he up there. Damn, it's a lot of good players. It's a lot of people that's good. that's been good consistently over the years. I probably want to give credit to, but I would say, damn. And I try to prepare myself for the question too, and I'm still like, damn. I put Cho in there. Let me put Cho in there already. You know what I'm saying? So I can get him out the way. And then the other two, damn, dog. And like, there's a lot of, what's crazy is there's a lot of good people that's still in the league that like, and like Spaz and Sleepy, unfortunately, they having like their situations right now, but they was the top dogs in the league.
They were
at a certain point. It was competitive. I remember Sleepy and Mays used to be like the Bills back in the 90s when niggas kept going to the Super Bowl. Yeah. Boy, that shit was crazy. But I'll probably say, damn, dog. Because I don't want to say nobody and somebody getting their feelings, but like...
Hey, nah, because everybody tired of it.
Weezy be consistently in the playoffs. I ain't never seen him win no Super Bowl, though. You know what? Let me not say Weezy. No, let me not put him out there. Let me not say my dog just because he... The Zaypreem dude, who just won a Super Bowl, he always solid.
Okay.
Let me give him his credit.
Okay.
He always solid. And then... I don't even know for the last one. Look, let me go to the. I'm about to go to the chat real quick. I gotta look through some names, get inspired. Yeah, let me get inspired real quick. Damn, who else, dog? Oh, I would say you, bro, but you know what I'm saying? You be on the same show, bro.
Nah, I ain't consistent.
Everything you do for the league, bro.
I ain't consistent enough, man.
I
wouldn't even take
everything
that.
you do for the league. Damn, who always consistently? I man, you know what? And I hate to say this. I hate to say it. But I'm gonna say it just to be messy. Grove
top 5?
I'll say Grove. When that boy had the
Chargers.
The Chargers he always played with. We used to play with her. That nigga always had the top passer.
Yeah.
Except when Sale was in the league. Because Sale would make sure that those two used to always go at it.
Yeah.
Like, you were always guaranteed that it was going to have, like, 500 yards passing.
Nah, Grove definitely solid.
Always knew it.
Even though he had my division.
Yeah, that's why I was like, all right. But
nah, I give Grove.
Like I said, that's off of like not only this season, but like just overall. Since I've been in the league.
Yeah.
Historically,
That's how we want to do it. We don't want recency bias.
Mays probably be faster with this.
If we're going historically, then I'm thinking. I mean, off top, I'm biased. My tree, right? So I fuck with Cho, Savage. He the Chargers right now. Them really them two. They always in the championship over the years. I know I'm a bump heads with boys. Like all last Madden or whatever. Pretty much since he been on. Historically, Grove always show up. He usually up there. Gotta respect D Money. He just won his.
True.
Yeah, he. I like how he played too. You know what I'm saying? I like his game. Yeah,
he play a clean game.
Yeah.
Them like the. You know what? I'm gonna give Gene his love because I like how he played too. I'm gonna give him his love though. I already had my 5.
Boy!
But look, I'll say this about one thing about him, he played different. Like, he plays his own style. He don't really follow the trends, in my opinion. So I respect it. I'm probably forgetting somebody. But, like, the new heads, I see, obviously, the Chiefs was Zapreme. He nice.
Yeah.
I ain't played him too many times. But I'm probably forgetting somebody, but... Yeah, the old Sleepy, old Spaz, that was straight. Fucking Lee used to be good, but this nigga, I don't know what's going on now.
Lee too drunk, man.
Yeah, just show up randomly for a game and like, nigga take me down to the wire and shit. But
hold on, what you saying?
Oh yeah, that's your division.
Lee trash. We already know. Yeah, wait till we get to the bottom 5. You already know what my bottom's gonna be. You ain't gotta ask the question.
We here now. Where the 5 at?
Sleepy. Lee, Rip, Sleepy. Them first 3. All 3 of them niggas trash. It's like, neither one can. You don't know who gonna win our division every year because Lee got the best team and still goddamn he can't even beat me, sweep me during the year, and he can't even sleep sleepy.
But he had to break that team up. That team ain't what it used to be.
He did, but he fucked some shit up. He tried to blame it on the offense. We trash, man. That man just run the ball 95% of the time, and it built up his defense. Anyway,
who the last two?
Who the last two?
This way it get real because you just did your division. That was easy.
Yeah, my division easy because I always talk shit with them. Woo. To be straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Gonna say I'm the best Madden player. I know I'm not, but I know it's a couple people that I'll play and I'll get a guaranteed win.
We listening.
Let me go back.
Pull
to
up
my
the
notes
standings
real
real
quick.
quick. I ain't gonna remember these.
I'm 4-9.
Give me the bottom 5, bottom 6, 7 standings so I can get a reminder.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Give me a second.
Yeah, you gotta have this shit ready, man.
Yeah, I ain't know that was on the screen. I ain't know that was gonna pop up. Like you said, the standings.
How we sitting today?
Let me see. How we sitting today? Let me see.
That tell it all right there.
Well, I mean, but that don't tell it all because
it's week 14.
Grove just.
Oh shit! You put it on the screen.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, I can put it on the screen. Here we go. Not that one. Let's do this.
Hey, I low-key think people be saying sleepy and spaz because they ain't active.
Well,
I'm going to just say the unactive people because they ain't active. So they know that they ain't going to say nothing to them in the chat or anything like that because they be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They busy. They be scared to say anybody else is going to say something, get bucked with them.
Hey.
And people they know. Y'all be naming people y'all know, too.
We still want your bottom two.
I'm telling you right now, I'm looking them up, so I don't mess up their names. So they don't think I'm disrespecting them too much.
Hey, don't tell the story.
I take Panthers over right now, but he got a worse record. Yeah, Panthers.
You take Panthers over Saints.
I think he's just out of town or something right now, or he handling some shit.
Yeah, he been busy.
That's the same. That's the same. Cap.
Yeah, that's Cap.
Been in the league for a minute, right?
He ain't his record.
It was a Madden a long time ago. I was like, man, I'm about to join his conference because he trash. I think it was like a Madden. It was a long time ago, and ever since then he was like talking shit. So I'm gonna put him in my bottom 5. Count just because we had that
look like Bears,
historical rivalry.
Saints,
and
I think Texans.
Hey, bro, Bears has beat me too, but that was trash too. How he beat me. Matter of fact. I don't think I'm gonna put him in my bottom 5.
Texans better than his record.
I think there's somebody else.
But shit, he down there right now.
Can I say Lee twice? Super garbage. Yeah, I'm gonna put Bears in there too, just because I just played him. Even though he beat me, that shit was.
Right, so
boring game.
So you got your division and then Cap and Bears.
Yeah, don't be scared to name them. Lee, Rip, Rip? Hey, what's Rip real name? Y'all know Rip in person? Y'all know Rip in real life? Oh
yeah, I know Rip.
What Rip name is?
We call him Rip.
Oh, okay, Rip. Out there in y'all hood. He from where y'all from?
He's from Richmond.
Richmond, there it is. Yeah. Lee was telling me about Richmond, how y'all different out there. That's why them niggas terrible at Madden. And Sleepy ass. Sleepy still blaming the twins that were born 6 years ago. You're like, oh, them twins, though. I mean, these twins are teenagers, bro.
Oh, shit.
All right, Maze. We your bottom 5.
Maze bottom 5, this about to be trending right here.
Yeah, hold on. Let me
record it.
I'm
put this on Snapchat.
Shit. I'm using these. I'm gonna say Bears right now.
Nah, don't do
I'm
off
not. I'm not. I'm
recency.
not.
We're
I'm
gonna take
not.
this off.
That's why.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't
Okay.
you
put.
going
I
off
didn't
of
put
who you
CP in
played.
because
Well, shit, he just dropped 40
who
on me. Donut.
who dropped 40 on you? Oh, me.
You. You.
Hey, ain't nobody gonna put you in their bottom 5 until Gene come on.
Oh no, I know that's
Yeah.
personal. So I mean, I don't. It's bias right there. I ain't that bad now.
Bears, Saints, cause he just threw me like 12 picks, man. He cool. That's a cool nigga though. But
Smart.
I'm gonna say, damn, Titans, Jags. I don't even, it's crazy. I don't even think I played Titans yet. But nah, I'm skipping over people that I think better than their record though. Shit. That's your little. I'm gonna say so. My fifth. So what I got? Bears, Saints, Titans, Jags. Conk, you got it. Conk, you gotta go in there. I love you, bro, but you got the Bills looking bad, bro.
Uh-oh.
Like
to hear.
There we have it. There we have it. Dang. Okay, that's a new bottom list. Because everybody else usually was consistent. It was Sleepy, and you had Spaz in there. You had Jets in there. These some new names I'm hearing, but damn, that should make some noise. All right, last question before I let y'all out of here.
Then what happened to Cho? Cho never come back.
Cho never charged his phone back.
All right,
Cho never charged his phone back.
Run.
We might get him. Yeah, we might get him. We might get him back another day. All right.
Yeah, I ain't heard no noise outside. I'm wondering if everybody all right out there.
Three things you would change about D4L. Each of y'all.
You just throw it to me, all right. Since you the champ and shit, I'll answer. Since my shit don't matter. I used to like the custom playbooks. That would make me a little bit more involved with like my offense and defense because I used to be able to set up the plays I like. But I do understand, like Buddy was saying, Zaparian said last time, I do understand why you have to regulate that. So I ain't tripping that much. My second one will be, I think all the hard work, all that, everybody puts into the league, you know what I'm saying, and making sure we're there on time for like free agency and for the draft. We definitely need a STEMI. And the third one would be sure, I don't even have a third one, bro. I mean, the way that the league is structured, it makes it like this. So it's kind of like real football. There's not too much gimmicky shit that can go on. Like I like the O-Bucks and all that shit, or the D4L dollars, whatever they call it. Like I like the little incentives and stuff. I think just more keeping that up, like keeping the engagement shit up. Like I think that's where we lack over the years, like having been here since 2015, 14, whatever the fuck it was. Like we kind of get dull towards the end of seasons because the engagement drops out because dudes get busy or doing whatever they got to do. I think it helps keeping it a little bit more engaging, especially like with the O-Bucks and shit, so that we can kind of keep it. Because like I'm saying, like for me, I know it was a place that kind of got me out of a place, and I know like when the league went dark, I was kind of like, oh shit, where am I going to?
Right.
But yeah, I mean, other than that though, man, like the way the league has grown and consistently has grown over the years, I mean, it's a testament to why it's been here for so long. and why we made it through so many players, and why there's so many dudes that are still here from the jump, like from the beginning. So yeah, it's not really much. I was just trying to find three things. And to be real.
Nah, that's all right. I mean, not everybody can make it to the three things, so that was impressive.
Shit. I say, first thing, holding up the league. Niggas that hold up the league somehow fix. I don't know how you fix it, but somehow, I feel like a lot of times when it's dragging, it's the same shit. But I mean, otherwise we run pretty smooth. But like, yeah, I think sometimes the league get held up over stuff, and we end up simming it anyway. It's like we was waiting on a game that it wasn't going to play, that type of shit. Yeah.
All games matter.
Probably let us have the draft pick rule you made for me. Let me have it. Let me have as many draft picks.
You're made to have 13 first round picks.
Nah, that's outrageous. But nah, that. Let me have my draft picks. What's that? We probably should. I don't know. Make that convention happen one day. It's not a change, but that's just something I want to see with the league.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Man, I would love to do that. Like, I'm glad you brought that up. It's our 10th.
See what some people look.
It's our 10th anniversary coming up. D4L year 10 next year. Like, I know right now it's like we at the end of the year, so to kind of get that set up, I feel like it may be too soon. I should have thought about this years ago. If something like that could happen, it would probably end up being later on in the year where everybody can have time to plan that. Because, I mean, 32 people, I mean, I know we won't see 32 people there, especially with some of the new people, like, they just getting their feet wet with this, like, convention. Nah, I mean, if it's in their city, sure. We could probably do like we did before when I was trying to get this going. Like, we can vote on East Coast, West Coast. And then, like, so what I did years ago, I did like a couple of West Coast venues and then a couple of East Coast venues. Everybody vote on each, and the winner of each venue goes against each other. And whoever wins that'll be the location. So I might bring that up again. Hopefully we can get at least, I think for it to be a success, at least
that's a
15 people. If 15 people can show up, I feel like that'll be dope. It's all about location and then timing. I'm all for it. And if that can happen, like, I got some special things in store for
that.
I
gotta go, bro.
That's definitely.
Ain't nobody gonna watch it.
Oh yeah. Thank y'all again. Man, you be surprised. You never know the gift I might give out. Nah, but hey, man, look, they gonna hey, it has been a pleasure and an honor to interview y'all. Thank y'all for spending this time, taking the time out to do this interview, man. I appreciate y'all.
My God.
Yeah, hold things down, keeping us protected from the aliens.
All
right, y'all.
Shit.
All right. That interview was a blast, man. 3 ex-pros, 1 NFL Super Bowl champ, 2 CFL Grey Cup champs. Couldn't ask for more. Definitely a pleasure chopping it up with those guys. Now, if you skip to this part to get the thank you code,
gotcha, bitch!
The code shows up at some point in the interview. If you already found the code and have made it this far, thank you for being a dedicated listener. That wraps up this season of D4L Radio. If you wish to be on an episode next season, DM me your interest. If you wish to see someone else on the next episode, let me know as well. That's a wrap. I'm your host, Commish O, and as always, all games matter.